Hope you're still awake. Late Night Mega here, and now we're going to get into the main game. And one thing I like about the character select screen is it kind of gives you a little view of what the characters do. Base here can fire in all directions, dash forward, and Proto Man can reflect stuff off his shield, has a charge shot, and can slide. And Mega Man is, well, your basic Mega Man. We're going to play as Mega Man. And we also have difficulty settings. I like the picture representation here. No, we're not doing hard mode. Not after the way those special stages turned out. And these are the robot masters we get to contend with. We'll contend with Chill Man. We're going to make him chill out. Oh, that was bad. But what's not bad is this music in this stage. This is one of my favorite tunes of the game. And many times I often find myself just whistling to it, even when I'm not playing the game. And this is a fairly enjoyable ice stage. We have these ice blocks here that they'll crack if you land on them or if you shoot them. And the second time they will break apart and you'll fall down. Yep. And there's a one-up down there. That is very dangerous to get. Let's get it. Let's get out of here without dying. How do I do that? We'll try rush. Ooh, that worked. And I want to take the upper path here. If you land on an ice block that's already cracked and it's over a pit or some spikes, you'll want to get off of it immediately, otherwise you will end up falling through the ice. And that's not the kind of ice you want to break. Let's see how many more bad jokes we can get through here. We're about just over halfway through the stage, and there's a weapons tank for going through this section. These shielded guys are a different color than the ones in the beginning of the stage. I just thought that was interesting. And then we have these sections where we have these ice blocks and enemies in between them. I really like the design of this stage, if I haven't mentioned that yet. And a trick here, just let the big bouncy guy break through the one platform, and then you can hide under this one and just take him out nice and easily. And once you get to here, you're almost at Chill Man, but this is a very dangerous area. You've got these small bouncy guys that are breaking my ice. Don't break my ice. You've got birds shooting missiles that kind of home in on you. And I wanted to jump. So Mega Man's picking up the power up there kind of screwed up my ability to jump a bit. My inability to equip the Screw Crusher affected my ability to maintain full health for longer than 5 seconds. Alright. We'll get back on track here and take out these guys. We'll go a little bit quicker this time. We don't need to destroy everything. I like destroying everything, though, at least the first time through. I just like blasting everything. So I like Mega Man. So keep in mind that these runs that I'm doing, they're not meant to be perfect runs or no damage runs or even no death runs, especially Mega Man 10. But this is just me sitting down playing Mega Man for the millionth time and still having fun with these games. And finding different ways to challenge myself, like seeing how many times I can miss shooting that little hopper guy, and if I can jump into these missiles or not. Or taking different boss orders that I normally wouldn't take. Come on. Oh, there you are. And just let this guy take care of himself. And we're at Chillman. So I like using the special weapons. I like finding different uses for them, seeing what enemies they're really good on, what enemies they're not so good on. Blasting Chillman 9 million times. He's not too terribly difficult unless you end up getting caught in the chill there, because then he'll collide with you and do even more damage to you. But just kind of keep your distance, let him run into all your shots, and you can take him down quite easily. And this is going to get us the chill spikes. And it does give us a nice little demonstration of what the weapon does. It shoots out a little blob of ice that forms into spikes. Alright, let's save the game. Where do I want to save this? I don't think it really matters. We'll save it there. Alright, next let's go to Nitro Man. One of my other favorite stage themes in this game. Now, Nitro Man stage starts out with these guys that kind of split apart. If they're giving you trouble, use the Ballade Cracker. It takes them both out, or both halves of the enemy out, in one shot. And Sniper Joe, stop shooting yourself. Stop shooting yourself. That doesn't get old. And this guy's a problem. So just a quick switch to the Ballade Cracker will take care of him. And I still managed to make Rush work, even though he didn't appear on the level I wanted him to. And this part we kind of get run over by these trucks, or at least they attempt to run us over. If you hit the light blue buttons up there, if you make your way up there, you'll kind of explode all the trucks and kind of pause them from coming. At least momentarily. And there's a couple other things you can do to deal with those guys, which I'll be showing you on the next couple areas, because those trucks will be back. I like how the theme really fits for this stage. And do be mindful of those spikes there. They will make you explode. But somewhere between these special stages and this stage, I learned how to play Mega Man again. Or play it well, I should say. And so we can use the chill to freeze those guys, or if you plant spikes out, the spikes will just make them explode. And let me demonstrate this. We shoot that, it explodes them all, and you can see the there weren't lights on the bottom, so it kind of stopped them from coming. Alright, and these trucks take two jumps to clear, because they're a bit taller than the ones in the first couple areas. And this guy's gonna be a problem. And unfortunately, I can't solve my problems by punching them in the face. But we'll take the upper path here. It's a little bit safer, a little bit cleaner. And it gets us an E-Tank. That's always nice. And we're going to drop down here. And there's a lot of goodies to be had. You just have to be able to time your jumps. When it says 0, jump. That's usually safe. I don't need any of those power-ups, so let's just get the weapon tank. Because those are nice to have. And let's go back to using some more special weapons. Oh, I didn't hit the enemy head-on, and that's why little cannon still went off. And Sniper Joe. By this point, I'm kind of tired of seeing Sniper Joe in basically every game. But it's nice that we have a neat weapon like the Mirror Buster to deal with him. Now, one thing I kind of like about the way the Mega Man 10 weapons work against bosses, and one thing I kind of don't, is some of the bosses you have different ways to hit them with it. Like if you make Chillman run over those spikes when he's in motorcycle mode, that's how you'll deal the most damage to him. But if you just freeze him, it doesn't deal quite as much damage. But have him run over the spikes a few times, and he's not that bad. Otherwise, he can be a little bit tricky to dodge. He's kind of going all over the place. You've got the wheels he's sending out, the wheel cutters, that can be tricky to dodge when there's multiples of them kind of going all over the place. Now, that's kind of an incomplete demonstration, because one thing you can do with the wheel cutter is you can hold it out in front of you and then use it to basically launch yourself up a wall, which is kind of a neat trick. But there's a few good places for it, but I kind of wish there were more. We'll buy the energy balancer. Why don't we show off what else is in the shop? We got the 1-ups, the energy tank, the weapon tank, the tasty tank. Okay, it's a mystery tank, but I'm still calling it tank. We got the half damage, kind of like we had from Mega Man 9. The Book of Hairstyles, where we can take off our helmet, works just like Mega Man 9. Spike Guard prevents you from dying from spikes the next time you touch them. Still not advisable to touch those all the time. Beat, He'll Come, and works like Mega Man 7, pulls us out of a bottomless pit. And we can also call Eddie. There's no roll in any of it. Oh, that's right, roll's sick. Okay. Well, it makes sense that we don't have roll then.